Welcome back to the fucking podcast, dude. It's been a while.
Gotta be good podcast.
We've been doing a whole lot of celebrating L's. It's L season, and it's just celebration time for it, I suppose. We're getting through them.
Well, that and two, it's not like we haven't been
doing shit.
There was an L right there. I just forgot to hit record.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Gotta Be Good podcast, people.
That calls for a fucking warm Bud Light. Another L. God, dude, just taking L's up my ass right now.
I feel like we haven't been here in this main room where we normally shoot in easily over a month. Probably longer.
Yeah. Setting up today was confusing. I'll say that much.
Well, even I think last time we recorded here, we didn't record in this room. I think that was lucky.
Damn, that was a while ago. That was before the fucking trip, dude. That was over a month ago. That was the 6th or something of last month.
We've just been doing a lot of celebrating.
Too much celebrating.
Yeah, it's time to wind it down.
Yeah, I'm broke. I need to stop drinking. Done smoking weed. I'm out. There it goes. Out the door.
Not me, though.
Yeah,
That's me,
you'll probably catch me puffing somebody else's up.
Fall free. But hey, it's golf season.
Oh, yeah. I hit the range today already.
Yeah?
Yep.
I think we're going to probably start a new segment on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're going to try to get good at golf and start swinging some clubs, making some mediocre content.
Tony's already decent. I'm not doing so hot, but we're going to work on that. We got all summer.
We got fucking YouTube and pretty cheap course to play at.
Viking? Yeah, shirts off. No tarps at Viking, dude.
That was ridiculous. Like, at the start, I was like, okay. But then I, really thought about it. Everybody was...
People were
like, what the fuck?
It's Viking
course is this?
Well, Bailey did it, and then I'm like, I'm not doing that. Plus, the bugs were out, and then all of a sudden, the whole group was doing it.
I did it for
the next hole.
I did it for 2 holes, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to golf, not be... I don't like getting looked at while I'm golfing in the first place.
I'm already getting looked at enough from how bad I'm playing.
Exactly.
When we played last year, 18, that Princeton course, I think it was our first tee. I got it off the tee, which is great, but it went maybe 50 feet, and there was some guy putting across the pond, and he's like, all I heard him say was, "What was that?" It's like, bro, come on, dude. First tee of the day.
Speaking of that, I looked, and I got my rounds on here from the golf shot app.
Where?
I looked, and in the Princeton one, I shot at 87.
Really?
That's what it says, but I could be lying to myself.
I think we skipped 1 or 2 holes because it started raining really bad. I don't know if that affects your score.
Maybe. Well, yeah, because I probably just hit par and just skipped them to finish the round.
Right.
Know? So, yeah.
For people that first get into golf, you don't really realize how long 18 holes takes and what it does to your body, even if you're in a cart.
I don't know what it is, but the first year I started playing, sore as fuck all the time.
I'm exhausted every time we go at 18 holes.
Fine. I played 27 one day. That was a little much.
A week ago or something?
Yeah, but that felt great.
How many holes do you think you've already hit this year?
I can look at my Apple Watch and see the ones.
I've probably already hit over 60 holes already, something like that.
I've got 5 recorded on here.
Probably 64 holes.
I got 5 recorded on here, and I know we played at Meadowbrook for 18.
Yeah, well, the first,
and in Arizona.
Yeah, first 18 we hit was in Arizona. That was sick. That was fun.
So there's 2 that I didn't get on the Apple Watch, and then I know at least 3 or 4 times at Viking.
Mm-hmm.
And then, did I play anywhere else? Nah, I think that's it. I think I've only been playing Vikings.
Playing in Arizona was a vibe.
Yeah, that shit was
There's
sick,
palm
dude.
trees, there's mountains in the background,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like terribly hot. Like we were wearing pants, and I was wearing like a bun up for a while. Then I had a long sleeve hockey jersey on. It was all black. I was fine.
We could have ran the shorts for sure, but it was.
Yeah, I got white legs
It was
now.
good. It was fine.
Whatever though.
Yeah, it's my fault, I suppose. It's like everything's my fault.
I wouldn't say that, but you said it how I'd say it. You know.
Yeah, sorry for breathing.
Hey, it's about to be Memorial. And Tony's gonna be locked in. He said he doesn't want to come out, hang out. I'm trying to have some people over on Sunday.
It's Cap. I'll come
party.
out. Maybe
Could be good content.
we'll find out how I'm feeling.
I want to get someone to come over and bring some turntables.
I'm going golfing. Lizzie, what's up?
I think I'm hitting the range tomorrow.
What day is it? Tomorrow, Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday,
Shit, that's wild.
right? And we got a long weekend. And I want to go play somewhere Saturday, I think.
Yeah, Bailey's trying to play. He already hit me up at Hidden Haven, I think.
The one we played in Ramsey.
No, the one that's like across the street from Viking almost. Just
Oh, I've never been there. It's close to your house, isn't it?
yeah, it's nice. It's a good one.
Now everyone's going to know where you live. You're fucked.
I know, dude. We've been saying a lot of things are close to my house.
Yeah, it's all right, though.
Yeah, whatever. Come get me. Send me nudes.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not getting into, like, tune death, but someone that watches this podcast has been throwing some shade to someone.
Yeah, that's weird. That's fucking whack. If you're... Stop watching. Or just stop talking about shit, please. Like,
Well,
be nice to people,
Right.
please.
exactly. Especially if I don't have a problem with them. Like, I appreciate people looking out for me, but it's not how it is.
It's just unwarranted, fucking unsolicited, doesn't need to happen type stuff. Like,
Sounds like someone's
it's
being
just
jelly.
over. It's already over.
I already have,
go.
I have one or two, suspects, I think. You already know, probably.
Yeah, one of them I have an idea, but it's just like, that's a lot of fucking time to make a new phone number to text.
This person, though, I think has that much time, though, on their hands to
Yeah,
do that.
that makes sense.
But
Maybe they get a kick out of it or something. Get a little riled up.
a little riled up.
Sometimes it's fun to cause drama.
Well, that's how you know it's probably a female, 1,000%.
Yeah, I mean, she's saying stuff like a female.
Yeah, we've had a lot of females be dramatic lately. We're not going to get into that, though.
You said it.
Here on the Gotta Be Good podcast.
I'm fine. I mean, I wasn't fine, but I was fine, and now I think it's finer.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's warm out. It's golf season.
I got a rainbow light in my hand.
Pool's looking A1 now. It's completely clean. We're about to turn the heater on tonight, I think.
He's here.
Oh, the guest is here. You want me to go grab him or?
Yes, sir.
It's a big deal, brew. They're all right. There's some sip.
Never had them, so I'll be the judge of
It's
these.
like some Canada beer, but they also spin chicklets.
Canada.
The people that made it is from Barstool, but they host like my favorite hockey podcast. So I was like,
And I love hockey. My favorite sport.
it's like two sports in one too, because it's like fighting at the same time. Yeah.
That was my mom. She's like, "Oh, you get into that, at least you can fight."
Right. Exactly.
You can adjust that mic too. If you need to put it down a little more, just move it around, pull it, push it
Bop it.
to start.
Pull it. Twist it. Let's go.
That game's so fun,
No,
but it's
it's
only
good.
fun if you're playing it, because otherwise it's super annoying. Like if you're
Yeah,
not playing it.
dude.
Yeah, because when you're not playing, you're almost like,
Yeah. I could have did that.
I would have did that. No, you wouldn't. Straight up.
That shit was gold, dude. They had the one with the two handles too, and it had like the spinny, the flicky, and the pull, and
something else.
it was spin, flick. There was yell one too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so my mom.
So what's been
That's a
new,
good
dude?
one.
Last time I saw her was at La Katrina. Well, that's when we met.
That's
I think that's the only
cool.
time we
Yeah,
met.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So right now, I know we just did infrasound. Shout out Savage Mogul. Turned up. Y'all had him on here
My man.
about a month or so ago. But for me, I'm just trying to continue uplifting the local artists.
Sure.
Taking in a few more like, I don't want to say responsibilities because that sounds like chores, but it's just like bringing on a few more people, allowing for my roster of like support
To growth.
growing.
Yeah.
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 And then taking a few people who already kind of been around for the last year and giving them some priority.
For sure.
So they got individual goals and projects that they want to work on. So that's kind of me just being able to say, here's my resources, here's what I can do as an individual, here's some people who can do everything I can't do, but you can utilize them.
For sure.
And we kind of do like a vouch for each other. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be the greatest, but if I can say he's good enough, someone's going to at least work with you. So it kind of gets you in the door without having that heartache of knowing who's behind the door.
I gotta ask you, how was infrasound? Did you go?
Fire.
I've never been.
Fire. Hey, I don't care about shit. Anybody that hasn't been, go. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
from
think they do one. They do one in the
Southside
fall,
Minneapolis.
too.
I'm from the ghetto. Everybody be like, oh, you out there with the white boys in there. Guess what? Fuck you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Get outside, man. Put your feet in the grass. Become one with the earth. You know what I'm saying? Check your zen.
Did you pull up with Savage then?
Yeah, you know I put up with Savage. So Savage, we got kind of like I micromanage Savage. I make sure that if he puts shows together, he has the entourage and support to make him know he's worth continuing whatever he needs to do. When he was doing football, we did the same thing. Obviously, a lot of people only go to football when it's their kids or it's you're into the NFL.
Yeah.
They're not really with the in-between. So we were trying to bring in friends, family, even some of the people who just met him. It's like, if you support me outside while I'm lit, support me with my dreams.
Right.
And this was before him doing DJing. So me personally, I was like, hey, if someone can support you here, we can support you with everything else. That's kind of how Cvmp Crystal works. We don't care what you do. We want to support the individual. I want to tell the story, be a part of the story. He was in on it. So me and him been boys ever since. I kind of have more of a business aspect to the lifestyle. He has I know how to get lit. So we're just trying to put it together.
It's crazy though, because he is like that, but also if you sit down and hang out with Mogul, he's super chill.
Yeah.
That's the Savage.
You could.
It's like two different.
He can turn it off and on so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was funny because just to give everybody a little hint to the infrasound, if you weren't there, he was at the fireplace and he's telling one of our boys who was getting kind of belligerent. He's like, that's it. Savage Mogul's done with you. Shoo. And I'm like, if he had a crowd in a row, he was definitely the king of infrasound. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm so
Shout out Drew, man. Drew's been a mentor for him. He's a DJ in the city too. If you don't know, Drew Edison, dude, super dope, super connected, got a lot of respect for what it is to be a DJ, music all around, and just having that variety is dope. You know what I mean? Like I said, being from South Minneapolis, this isn't something a lot of my boys would be like, infrasound, let's go, $130 tickets. They want to see Lil Baby and Gorilla and strippers. And
I mean, same here, but also the EDM scene is so fun, dude.
it is, and a lot of those ladies are half dressed anyway.
That's what
you
I'm
talk
saying.
stripping. Look, you save a lot of money.
too, man. That's That's some eye candy.
Straight up.
For free.
You know what I'm saying? A little ticket, man. But no, it was definitely dope. And I'm actually planning on doing something where it's a little bit more intimate. So the people who've been supporting me, we can do the camping vibe, get them to kind of understand what it looks like. But then when the big shit happens, festivals, they're kind of already like, all right, if Chicken's going, it's going to be cool.
I'm just chicken.
I'm just Chicken. Oh.
Yeah, I got you on Snapchat.
You already
But
know.
on that
Chicken
note,
Little,
man,
man. 2Ks in the middle.
You want to just kind of introduce yourself on like what you do?
Yeah.
Got a couple things going on.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Chicken Little, 2Ks in the middle, as y'all know. I personally move a support and sponsoring company. The idea of what I do is I rather do service for service, or we put in the same energy for one project, and then that way when I put in the energy for your individual project, I feel like it's worth it. With starving artists and finances being the way they are,
Yeah,
it's hard to just be like, pay me this.
it's not easy to. This shit costs so much money, and everybody wants to work for free, but you gotta like you were just saying, bring the same energy for something to actually work for free.
Exactly. And then a lot of times too, if you respect the idea that time is money, nothing's actually free. I value my time. I
Yeah.
personally know that I'm a priceless human. I can't really put a value on what I can do, but I know word of mouth is the best advertisement. And I talk about everybody that connects with me, everybody that I love. I'm a fan first. With Mogul, fan first. Tay Supreme, fan first. MMB Benji, fan first. But I get around them. If they're not already camped in and moving and have motion, then I try to build that. I want to give you the momentum so you continue being the artist I became a fan of.
Yeah.
Even if it's only one song. There's so many artists that are like, oh, I just made that quick, bro. You like it? And they're surprised almost.
Yeah.
But they got all the studio equipment. All their boys rap. Like they spend the money and time around it, where I'm personally like, let's make your own money. Let's get some merch. Let's build revenue. I know there was a few events that I went to last year, and a lady came from Cali. I can't remember her name right now, but she taught a seminar, and it was like how artists can build 7 streams of revenue. Now, you believe you're a starving artist, but if you take on learning what these 7 different avenues are, you're not starving, actually. You just got to put the work in.
It's honestly about what you know too, because there's so many ways to monetize shit nowadays, but you just gotta know. And if you don't know, it's hard to look up. It's hard to just look it up too.
Yeah, how to make money
Yeah.
being a rapper.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not all the answers
How
there,
to
so.
YouTube.
Yeah, actually that worked kind of.
Probably.
You fuck up your car. I'm
Yeah,
just telling you
there
right
is.
now. Don't go to a mechanic. Just do the how do I.
There's definitely YouTube videos on it for sure, but it's not just like, they kind of lead you in the right direction. You gotta do the deep digging.
Yeah.
Really
And then at the end of the day, even when they give you step by step, you have to do the work.
yeah.
So that's kind of what I do too. I can put the step by step together, but the rest of it is, are you disciplined enough to follow that? I actually came out with, and I'm going to coin it, so if anybody want to try to play trademark, a motivational consultant. That's kind of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look for the money. My slogan is passion over profit. I feel like God got me. You know what I mean? So again, gotta be good podcast. I'm about the good. That's why this makes sense.
Right.
Good being different. Shout out Joker. That's his business. That's his slogan. That's his movement. When I heard it, I got with him right away, even before the music, because I was like, if you coin that, you're already in a good,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? You're in a good bracket with me.
Yeah.
I don't need to chase your integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because your integrity is already in your brand.
Yeah.
So again, like you guys, y'all are clean cut. You got it. I know you said it. Hey, we're starting kind of early.
Mhm.
We're willing to work with people. That leaves me a little flexibility. I miss one meeting. You're not like, oh, you waste my time. You'll never get on our.
It was more, it was fine. Like, it is a time thing as well, but like at the same time, like if it's continuous,
Right.
then it
After like 3 times, like,
Mhm.
all right,
like,
dude.
all right. And we've had it happen.
Yeah.
So
We just had it happen on Sunday. Or yeah, was that
oh
Sunday?
yeah, we
Who was it?
we did.
What is that?
We did.
It's all right. We went golfing anyway.
Nah, like yeah, we've been kind of like, it's happened so many times.
We're used to it.
We it's just like it is what it is, you know. So we try to set ourselves up and plan for it, just in case. So we always got something, plan B in the back.
Right. And if you grew up in Minnesota, you already know you can bring an umbrella, but it might not rain.
True. It's always gonna be
Gonna
prepared.
snow.
Be prepared.
Got on Chucks and an umbrella. He needs snow pants.
Dude, I still got my North Face in my car, right?
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
No, tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh,
It was cold last night.
Got to put your snow pants
was
next
chilly.
to your spare tire.
Dude, I've been wearing a sweatshirt to work because it's still like not super hot in the morning.
Dude, this morning was so
Crazy.
windy and cold. I was like getting the shivers.
Yeah.
And then I go out on break and I'm dying in my
I was
sweatshirt.
dressed. I was dressed the same. This is how I host too. So if you don't know me, shirt off, I'm hosting. Even when it's cold. If I'm cold, that means I'm not doing my job or someone didn't buy me enough liquor. So it is what it is.
That's
Rum and Coke.
one.
Shout out, Captain.
Captain. You and my mom would get along.
Nah.
I think that was like my first sip of booze ever.
Yeah, Captain Morgan.
Captain Coke.
Mine was 151.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it was
I
alright.
can talk after this. No, but yeah, I really appreciate y'all having me on here.
Thanks for
I definitely been just shouting you guys out. I hope to see you
Yeah.
guys grow and be a platform.
I
can
appreciate
be,
all the support, man.
a staple here in Minnesota. When I went to Atlanta, I know we heard, shout out Waterway, there was a claim to being Minneapolis is the new Atlanta. Now, when they say it, it's about networking, it's about bringing it together,
Yeah.
but I know they're talking about potential.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
potential that we do have is that, but I think we'll go bigger and better. And the biggest reason is diversity.
For sure.
A lot of what happens in Atlanta has a lot of black on it, which is good. You know, me being black, I'm like, hey, let's get it. But me being raised here and knowing diversity, and I'm in marketing, and I know white people got more money sometimes than we do.
Right.
But the facts are, when black people like something, they'll spend their last. And me personally, I rather my people spend their last on something that's worth it instead of spending their last on something they think is worth it, and then it's not, because we're going to make the biggest complaint. The difference in having the diversity is there's something that you know, connections you have, that will boost me to the potential that I know I'm at. If you don't know how to break past those barriers, you're not going to make it.
Right.
And it sucks because there are people like my boys from Memphis, shout out Main Joe, shout out Bookie. You get around brothers like that who just in their survival technique, they're like, fuck that. And you're like, damn, that's going to stop us from making a lot of money. But their talents, their hustle, their grit, it's bar none. You know what I mean? And I stay in the motivational category and inspiring them, because once that learning curve's over, I feel like
They'll take off.
yeah, they're gonna take off. So just be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Well, I think too, yeah, Minneapolis is super underrated. They have a great music scene here, I think.
Yeah.
It almost feels like we all kind of stick inside the box of Minneapolis and don't. It's so easy to promote here and stuff, but it almost, even for like the podcast, I feel like it's so hard for me to reach outside of Minnesota. I don't know how to promote outside of Minnesota. I haven't looked it up on YouTube yet, though. So
How to do it? How to promote outside of
But yeah,
Minnesota.
just it really feels like so many people have the potential to be those people that we're seeing headline and these big photographers, promotional people,
Exactly.
all these people who are big and known started exactly where we're at, but they just broke outside the barriers.
Yeah.
We just got to learn how to do it.
Yeah, see, the thing that kind of gives us a bad stigma is when someone gets the urge to get that understanding, they leave. And then when they leave, they fall on the nuggets, and then they stay where they're at instead of bringing them back and building whatever foundation they.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because if the seed was planted here, and then you ended up going to Cali, you should come back and water that.
I was
seed.
just gonna say,
That's it.
everyone's moving out, and then they stay where they're at.
You can't take where we'll just stay in the planting and spring vibe, summer energy. When you plant the seed, if the plant only grows this big, it's still actually weak. So when you transplant it, you need to know that that soil you transplanted in is strong enough for it to get the credibility. But you also have to tell people who are recognizing that it grew right here in this soil, that's not where it began. That's where people are starting to lose. Because there's a few times where you're like, oh man, Cali art is going crazy. But we here like, what Cali art is?
I feel like people feel like they think they hit a wall here and they've done enough. So it's just time to.
It's the support. I've heard it over and over. The stereotype is we don't support each other. I've dealt with a lot of it. Being trench raised, the idea that when you're in survival, a lot of people will play dog eat dog, crabs in a barrel. And you do that for so long. Now you're 30 and you're in business, but you still have that moral compass of crabs in a barrel. Let me eat before this guy because I trust me.
Right. I was just saying it's hard to trust people.
Yeah. So it's not a bad thing. Obviously, it helped me make it to 33 when my whole life I'm like, people swore I wouldn't make it to 18. So even making it to 19 is like, congratulations. And if you're small-minded or you're in that box, that's the only congratulation you're ever needed. And now you're kind of coasting.
Yeah.
But when
comfortable.
you're comfortable and you become complacent. And me being someone who knew that was my downfall, I had to make a personal individual decision to be like, don't do that. Every day I wake up. Yeah. Every day I wake up. The idea that I meet people like y'all, or even when I'm out in an event and I'm hosting, I've got off stage and I've had people like, man, bro, you remind me of DC Young Fly of Minnesota, bro. Just keep going. You're going to make it. How old are you? And I'm like, 33. And they're like, well, you might make it or you might have missed.
They heard a number in there.
Or you might have missed your boat. You know what I'm saying? My confidence came now. My ability to be my individual.
People don't make it till they're like 50, 40 years old. Like,
and that's what I know.
Once you hit 30, that's when like most people start taking off. You don't realize that, but this person was working at it since they were fucking 12.
Yeah.
18 years later, they finally, like, okay, we've all heard it, the Oprah story.
Yeah.
Like, she was fired from her job or something, and that, and then
she still cuts coupons.
At 30-something years old, she's what Oprah is today. That's where it started, was after 30. Same with so many other people.
Exactly.
I just can't think of them off the top of the head.
Right.
They're out there.
No, I'm
A bunch of them.
We'll name drop.
sure.
You're lucky, Oprah, we shouted you out.
Yeah, get at us. I'm trying to be on your show one day. This is under my seat?
You get a podcast. You get a podcast now. Like,
Y'all get an interview.
It's just straight up beer under my chair. That would have been funny as shit.
You get a beer.
it's for you, Oprah. Gold bottle. Nah. But yeah, so this summer, my idea of just keeping everybody lit, I'm big on safety. I know when I did Bullwinkle's hosting all last year, it was lit. Taco Tuesday. Shout out Free World. Shout out Sonny. DJ Sonny, he gave me a lot of like in on seeing how the entertainment worked, but also was a friend at the same time. Also was someone I could look up to. But again, it took for me humbly to look up to him, not play it like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Trust.
Yeah. And then also, we all have differences. You can't play because Chicken's hosting with his shirt off. He's a weirdo. It's snowing out.
I love to be a weirdo.
But that's who I am. So if people can be cool with, we love the who you are, that's how you win. Now my only motive is just be the best me possible. If people don't like it, cool. I'm not looking to be me to get paid. I'm looking to be me to get the respect of and to motivate those that don't know how to be themselves.
Have you always felt like a weirdo your whole life?
Yeah, there was a time when I was younger though where it was like we beat the weirdos up, but then it was like I was weird, so I couldn't be a part of the beating up.
I can't relate.
So I had to like sit in the cut, like beat them up, you know, and I'm instigating it.
Yeah, get them.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I'm
all for it. And then after the beat up, I'm like, you okay? So
I feel like I hit like middle school, and then it was like that's when I started getting weird, hanging out at the skate park.
yeah.
All through elementary school, it's like very clean cut hockey kid.
Yeah. Everything my mom and dad wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Mine definitely started in 5th grade. I was dyeing my hair. I was painting my nails.
Oh, you're thugging.
I was doing a bunch of
Oh, you're
weird
a
shit.
rock star.
Yeah, I
Post
was wearing
Malone.
some emo. I was wearing my sister's fucking sweatshirts and stuff.
Oh, you went crazy.
She had a bunch of like screamo band stuff and shit. Nah, yeah, that shit was wild. Wild
Yeah.
times. Wild.
Yeah, I know. Even when I was like, oh yeah, let's play ICP. They were like,
What?
They got a couple good ones. Not gonna lie.
no, you're right. They got a lot of good ones actually, and
been a while.
performance wise, if you ever seen them, they go crazy.
They got that festival. What's the gathering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, just culturally, there's a lot of inner city brothers and even sisters that was like, who is that? And you can show them, but they're like, white boys, ugh, it's weird. But then you show them like Tech Nine,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
who's very similar,
Similar as fuck.
and they got a little more respect because color. And then there's the crumping, and you had the clowns who are already, that's their brand, that's what they're in. It's entertainment. It's not just dance, it's not just music, it's not just one lane. Because now, even like the crump clowns and how they were going crazy back in the day, kids loved it. Right now, you can't put out a rap song and gather the kids. You can't throw a rap show and be like all age, because rappers aren't coming out with songs that are edited anymore.
Did you ever listen to Hollywood Undead? They used to like wear the masks and shit. They're a bunch of like bro kids from like Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They blew up like when I was in middle school, and that was like
Yeah.
fuck society,
Yeah.
like all that shit. But
Yeah. And I think going against the grain has always been a big thing. That was one of my first companies, Going Against the Grain Incorporated. People said like, it wasn't a company because you didn't have all the paperwork. But to me it was. Why? Because instead of going out selling drugs, thugging, and doing the most, I was promoting an artist. Shout out Major the General. He was going nuts. He had his little crew. They all did music. They weren't fucking up their life.
they're doing something.
Yeah, they were doing something. And their energy actually was being respected by moms, dads, and all of that. Shout out Cynthia. She used to make sure I was straight. So when a lot of the shit that I started seeing happening, I was like, damn, I'm out here hustling, spending money to look cool, vibe, stay relevant, when I could be spending a couple dollars, go to my bro's show. Or spend a couple more dollars and make sure the show says Major G. So I was like, I'd rather do that than to go grab more weed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even now, I try to stay in the lane of promoting the people who didn't know it was possible.
Mhm.
Because they got 100% talent. They just don't have the business aspect. I went to school for marketing. I went to school for business. And on top of that, I just, at 33, know how important business is.
Mhm.
If you can only speak the jargon and be able to talk, that's good. Now your music and your talents is your walk the walk. Because if you can keep producing, we'll figure out how you get paid. Now you need to figure out who are the people who want you to get paid and not try to fuck you. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Because you have someone who can talk better, know the jargon better. If their integrity is money, they could give a fuck about you as a person.
Yeah.
They're gonna make sure to make 100,000 before you touch $1.
That's where the hard fucking. It's so hard. Like, you gotta be careful. For
Got to.
real.
And Cvmp Crystal Entertainment, that's kind of, we're the in between, because again, you could spend a year with me, you could spend 3 months with me and see it verbatim for yourself, which is your research as a young artist. A lot of, oh my God, they fucked me at the door. Oh my God, that slot wasn't worth it.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that show fell through. It sucks, but it's your research.
Yeah.
If you do your paperwork right, that research is actually some money. You can get money for doing the research and the business, and you don't actually lose as much as you think. But you have to be disciplined to getting the paperwork done, disciplined to trademarking the name.
Yeah.
Because even if you blow up now and you're like, oh, I'm little, whatever the fuck, and you don't trademark it, someone's up there looking like he's going to be hot. They're going to come snatch you, or they're going to come snatch your brand and twist it a little bit, and they're going to do it over here because they know they have the money to do it before you. So you just got to be careful.
Yeah, dude, they definitely put you up to the test as far as like when you first start. This person's gonna be asking you questions, and if you don't know something about it, they know more than you. They know how to take advantage of you now if you have no idea what you're doing in that lane. So it's like you kind of just got to do your own due diligence before you look at contracts, do shows. Like if you've never done this before, ask somebody who's done it, because there could be something in the fine print. Like we've had people come on here and thought they had to pay for shows, but at the end of the day, they were getting paid because they didn't understand what the contract meant.
Exactly.
So they were about to send money to this person to play the show, but that was their payout at the end of the show.
Exactly.
So it's just like,
Or even we had a buddy, he had his own flyer for a show pulled up. Charge him $20 at the door.
oh
Plays the
yeah,
show.
yeah, that shit was whack. I was there.
So the funny thing about that is, and I'm going to tell every artist, please be as careful as possible, because there's so many promoters that'll put something together, and even the security that they use, they're hustling.
That's what it was too.
And it's sad, but if you know, everybody has a family to feed. You can't really be mad. And in the hood, we call it green. Like if you're green, it's like go. Sorry to say, and I'm gonna be hands up plus hands down, because I'm the same way. If I can say something to you and I know within this first 2-3 minutes you don't get it, and you still want to be in my time, in my space, use my service, it may come out to be, you owe me this. But if you know there was 2 or 3 times I gave you the, no, you're good, and you didn't get it, and you still pull out the checkbook, I'll take the money.
I'm the same way too. Even if I go to the bar with someone, pick up a tab,
Yeah.
someone gives me money, I'm like, oh, we're good. And then, but if you give it to me like 3 times,
Yeah.
take it.
And that's kind of what it is. It's like there's we can do that, or it's just grit for grit. And I've been to the door. Motherfucker know me, chicken, and they do the love, and then I'm like, I ain't got my ID. Oh, just give me a dub, bro. You good? What? I'm not giving you a dub. I just brought 40 people here. The promoter knows he just made $800 off me.
These people got your
Oh, that
money.
was good.
Everyone I brought with me.
They got your money, bro.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna show you how quickly me being here is important. So I'll turn to my fans, family, supporters, and be like, somebody got that dub? because if I spend it, I gotta write it off on a book, and that's not the mode I'm in. I'm not in a business mode. I'm here supporting an artist. I'm here even supporting a club, and at all times I'm supporting Minnesota and Minneapolis. So I don't care. Like the beefs, like these little cliques, and I'm a business and I'm a label, and I don't. Chicken don't give a fuck. I'm just chicken.
There's room for everybody.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. But a lot of times, again, people think their individual mission is the one that's gonna conquer what Minneapolis needs, and it's not that. We all got to come together. If we're not gonna come together, don't claim being here. Just be you.
I guess, I mean, now I kind of think about it, you could kind of almost look at Young Gravy and Tip and be like, they took off and just kind of went, you know? So it doesn't feel like they've came back.
I remember seeing
what I mean?
Tip at like every hip hop show I went to, dude.
Yeah, we were pretty cool with Tip back in the day, but I haven't seen him for so long.
Tip, where you at?
For real.
I remember seeing him outside of First Avenue when I was working at Skyway, and we were both flying. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's dedication, because he shouldn't be flying. Like, he's a DJ.
Yeah.
But respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Him at multiple shows, chilling, just ran into him everywhere.
And I feel like
back in the day.
everybody should be a flyer promote person.
Dude, at Skyway, that was
say
that was half my job. Is I was a barback, but they made me go for like an hour. Yeah. They made me go for like an hour and hit like parking ramps and go sit outside venues and flyer. Hey, next weekend, big show at the Loft or Studio B or Skyway or whatever. Or promote Wingo Wednesday at Marusso's.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Marusso's.
Yeah.
Not there
Fact.
It's probably one of the most effective ways to promote, though, because
Yes, the word of mouth.
everybody's already in
word
the
of mouth.
scene.
Word of mouth. Word of mouth. Word of mouth. The best advertising, marketing, and promotion is word of mouth. Now, obviously, brush your teeth. Because if not, it's dirty promotion. No, let me stop. But I say that because shout out Ludacris when he did the word of mouth album. I don't know if y'all. Okay.
I like Luda, but I don't.
So this is back in the day, but popping the trunk and selling CDs is big. My boy P from Stack and Starve, they were the biggest. He ended up buying the burning discs, and I remember he called me one day, and I don't know, fucking 17, 18. He's like, bro, I got 2 of them. In an hour, we can print 20, 100 CDs. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit with you and print out 2,000 CDs. You guys are tripping. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, at $5 a piece. And back then, you know, we're probably selling nick bags of like dirt weed. So I'm like, dirt weed or my brother's CD.
At the time,
I'll do-
when you're I'd say when you're 18,
Yeah.
probably the weed.
Yeah, and I'm just
I'm not
like,
gonna lie about that.
if I'm gonna make a switch because I'm on probation, I'm gonna sell CDs. If I'm gonna be at the mall, you can't pull out weed at the mall and be like, you wanna buy a nick? But you can pull out CDs. And he brought me, bro, and I seen it. He made like $600 in like 2 hours selling CDs.
At the mall,
Bro, at the Mall of America
I love that.
That's wild.
on a Saturday. And I was like, yeah.
Just like in the ramp, or was
Like in the mall, like we're just walking through, backpack full of CDs, asking everyone. Now, the funny thing is, he was cool with talking to everyone. The person that was like, I'm looking for someone who I think listens to hip hop. You're missing people because you didn't know that white lady right there, her son loves hip hop. She's going to buy it because she's bringing her son a CD. Like, you
but
think,
I got you.
yeah, or you don't think your mom's hip? I met someone at the mall. Here's a dope CD. Now, if that kid went and did his due diligence and actually listened instead of being like, Mom, nah, someone tricked you out of $5. But there's times now where I'll tell someone and they'll be like, your brother's who? And I'll be like, P. And they'll be like, oh, I remember him. Back in, I bought his CD. I think I still got it. I don't know if they know his music, but to say they still have that packaging, they still have that, that's big. No different than business cards. I don't do business cards because the first 2 or 3 times I've seen my business card still sitting on a counter or on the ground when you leave a bar.
Or even like stickers, dude. The last event we put out so many stickers, and we didn't stay the whole time, but I guarantee you they probably had 20, 30 stickers just chilling.
Yeah, and that's
Just whatever.
Yeah, and that's something, like I said, the money's there, so if you do it too many times, you know it costs. Or it's just people don't respect the brand, the hustle, the blood, sweat, and tears, which is one of my number one songs I've been promoting, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. It's only on SoundCloud. I'm not here to be
Love
like,
SoundCloud.
yeah, I'm not here to be on like all platforms and play the artist because I manage artists, so I don't want the conflict of interest. I don't want someone to be like, Chicken's dope, fuck his artist, I'ma listen to him, waiting on his CD. It's not what it is. Go download, go check out MMB Benji from Detroit, Smooth Talkers, It's a Good Day, all these things that we're going to be bringing out this summer. But again, I have to be humble enough to take the background, but also stay 10 toes front line because I'm the business. I can't let no one fuck him. I can't let no one downplay his value.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it may shut some doors on us now, but I have a plan to open up some doors that even those people who shut doors on us, they're going to need us one day.
Which will feel good.
Which will be the triumph, which will be the check.
Well, also, you were saying too is like when you're growing up and everyone in your school's like, you're gonna do shit. Look at me now, dude. Got a good podcast. Let's go.
Straight up.
I'm chilling with I am just chicken.
Straight up, just chicken. We outside.
That kind of brings back to the whole Minnesota thing and how we feel like we're in a box. Like I remember all the people around me, I would say like these crazy dreams, and they're like, you're thinking too big. And I'm like, dude,
Not big enough.
if you think small, you're going to hit small. If you think big, you can hit bigger than small. You might not hit big, but you're going to hit bigger than what you were thinking about small.
Facts. Yeah, my mom said it. She was like, if you shoot for the stars and land them on the clouds, like, okay.
Well, I feel like too, like growing up in Andover, it was like, okay, you go to school, you go to college, go to more school,
Find the
meet a girl,
yeah, get married,
get a crib, get
buy the house.
and I'm not hating
What
on
dog do you want?
and I'm not hating on that either. That's just not. I don't think that's for me. No.
It's
I thought it was for a second.
I don't
Security.
like being the same as everybody else.
The
Stereotypical, whatever that was.
American dream.
Yeah.
I think it's like the
Yeah.
American dream because
Yeah.
if you look at how much money is spent on even security, once you get a big house, you spend more money on cameras and like the fence and like keeping people out than you do bringing people in. Because you,
Why I'd be staying in the burbs.
yeah. And me personally, like even when I did move to the burbs, being a hood nigga, I was like, where all my homies at?
Where'd you move to? You don't have to say.
Yeah.
Amber Grove Heights, Rosemount, and it's
south, right?
yeah, south area, but it's also like there's a risk for those that don't have the legitimacy to travel to your area. You know what I mean? Even if it was, oh yeah, Chicken, I'll take a bus to come see you. Well, it's an hour and a half bus.
Yeah.
And if I don't give them a ride back, it's $40, $50.
Yeah.
Uber.
Gas or
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of have to weigh the differences. You got to understand, you know, there is a cultural barrier to a lot of shit because even me getting pulled over out there, it was like, all right, it's the 5th time this month. What do you want?
right.
But it's just what you got to deal with. But there is a downside because when COVID, the George Floyd, rest in peace, George Floyd, my kids being biracial, they were like, we don't like our school anymore. It was too white because of
How many
the
kids you got?
emotion. Well, I'm a father figure, so all kids are my kids. I got
What's up,
one-
Dad?
You know what I'm saying? You know I got you. You got
My man.
I've been sunning niggas all my life. Nah. But my son, shout out DeAndre Jr. I only have one son biologically. My two-step kids, Samir and Leandre, love them to death. They're still right here. I just know their pain's my pain. I'm an empath. I see what's going on, but they're in a generation now that I personally need them to understand, which kind of sucks.
At a young age too, when you shouldn't have to be worrying about that shit.
Exactly. Just doing school through technology, hardest thing ever.
I did like 1 year online. I could not stand it.
Yeah.
You can't learn.
Yeah.
I did it too, and I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I
mean,
swear to God,
You
dude.
sit there for 5 minutes.
I did.
All right.
How many credits are you supposed to get in a year? 7.5 or
Something
something?
like that. Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
One for a full year of fucking school online.
Hey, but then you went to Crossroads though.
And then I graduated.
Check it
I love could happen.
That shit was fun. They let me be a bad child because I was a good child.
Yeah, because
You're probably the.
that's why it's got to be good podcast.
I was
Being bad never worked for me.
I was literally probably like the best kid there. Like I went there by choice, and everybody's like, "Oh, what'd you do to go there?" And I'm like, "Dude,
like probation.
nothing." Yeah, because everybody there was like a problem child, but those were the people that I fit in with the most.
Yeah, a lot of the problem kids in the city, man, are just too creative to stay in the rules, stay in the box. And again, like I said, me being one of them, once you put me in the box, I'm already trying to figure a way out. It doesn't matter what potential comes with being in the box. I'd just rather not be in it, you know? And being black, like I told you, if you say it, oh, you're supposed to, like, hockey's my favorite, love the Wild. There's a story behind it. So if you know me, you respect the story, not, oh, it's a nigga that love hockey. Yeah, big wild shit going on.
Big hockey boys over here.
So I know, too, financially, hockey, it's a lot of money. A lot of times, hockey teams privately owned. Again, my mom being white, being adopted, she kind of put that spotlight on it. But then when she seen I didn't have the support from family and friends.
Right.
If I would have jumped in it, it would have been a lot of my boys thinking, oh, he's white. Oh, he's weird. Whatever. I probably had to beat them all up. I still can.
Well, and too, like in Minnesota, it's like every other kid here growing up plays hockey.
I mean, dude,
I will say it's a fortunate thing, though. I was fortunate enough, but at the same time, like my mom was going on vacation, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
I wasn't going with.
Right.
She's like, you play hockey.
You play hockey. That's where your money's at.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm fortunate
but
and I'm happy.
winter's fucking 8 months out of the year here. So
Exactly.
It goes on forever.
we got indoor rinks everywhere.
And outdoor.
So we got a lot more outdoor now. They just keep building them.
Exactly.
Just keep popping them.
Same with all these apartment complexes, too.
Yeah.
Swear to God, dude.
Straight up.
So expensive.
Straight up. So that was kind of my biggest thing. I don't want to be in a box. Explaining and expressing what it is to be outside the box doesn't always look inviting because fear takes hold. You don't know.
It seems abnormal to see.
Exactly. And abnormal is weird. It is scary. It is.
That's why I like being a weirdo.
You know what I mean?
I own that shit every day.
Straight up.
It's easy to be comfortable.
And it's easy to be comfortable. So once people get in a comfortable zone, even as my friends or people who swear they support me, if you thought I was going to be at the same club with the same price, it's not. If you thought it was going to be me being able to say, oh, that's my boy, he gets in for free at this level of, I guess you can say, success, it's not going to be. Because of me being consistent, because of me growing, because I got a place that I want to go. So if I'm going to stay at a $10 door and think I'm going to make more money, it's not going to happen. I need to get in the bigger clubs. I need to get bigger venues. I need to get headlining spots.
What's your favorite venue?
All of them.
I hear you.
All of them because they support. Nah. I think my favorite venue is the ones that accept us at no cost necessary. So, Taste of Rondos, they're really big at saying, come in, we have what you need. They're not really worried about door. They're worried about getting people in there, and the integrity in business, the ability to say we're having a good time is big. Juice Lord, he's somebody who's been going crazy. DJ Slumpa. These brothers that I just support because, again, even if they weren't at Taste-A-Rondo's where I've gained a lot of respect for them, they were doing shit I've already respected. You know what I mean? And I think Taste-A-Rondo's is some place that highlights that. They are black owned, which is beautiful. The idea that Seven has given me a chance. A lot of places, Red Sea. Shout out Big
7 off a Hennepin.
Red Sea.
Yeah. Shout out.
I want to eat there so bad.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fire.
They have that nice rooftop.
Yeah.
I've been in there once, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
And the
until, like,
and the price
midnight.
ain't the price ain't what you think it is. So you bring a little lady there, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm on the rooftop.
I'll check
eating
that out.
Sushi."
I'll go check that out.
But sure,
Look.
I only spent a couple of those. Nah, it's a vibe. I respect every place that respects me. And then on top of that, Green Room, which used to be the old poorhouse in Uptown, is a spot that's now trying to build their rapport with the city, get their brand to kind of outshadow what poorhouse maybe was trying to be.
Yeah.
But they still need people like me to make it happen. They still need the patrons to come and be like, all right, the experience here was worth talking about, because word of mouth is everything. You take a picture of a beer and be like, great beer. No one cares.
Right.
If the experience afterwards doesn't have you talking 3-4 days later and have someone wondering where the hell they were that day that you were there.
That FOMO.
Yeah.
That's what I had it all last week when you're all at Infra, dude.
And exactly what it is. And that's why infrasound and some of these festivals do so well, because even the year or the day you didn't think they were going crazy, they're the ones that are like, well, did you see the page? Did you check out Shorty's post? We're lit. Now you want to be there next year. So
Yeah, I feel that big time. It's like, you don't give a fuck about somebody's picture and location, but if they're gonna come to you and talk to you about it the next day, you obviously know it was
Exactly.
good.
Exactly. Unless you have some type of like individual brand, because there's spots that I've been that were like bunk or they didn't really have a vibe. But soon as Chicken grazed it, they're like, what? Chicken was there? I got to check that spot out. And then they're kind of mad at me because they're like, the spot was lame as hell. And I'm like, oh no, it was just lit. It was lit the night I was there.
Perspective.
Maybe it was lit because I'm lit.
Yeah. Maybe they just weren't lit.
They weren't lit. Or maybe you're not lit. Get your shit together.
Swear to God, man. Like, you would have a good time wherever you go if you're a lit person.
If you got a good vibe, man, that's all it's about. And that's kind of what I'm on. I try to keep my frequency as high as possible. I know right now everybody deals with depression, mental health. Excuse me. But it's not an excuse not to have fun.
Yeah, I feel that. I kind of be in my head a lot, and
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm in that spot, I can't be around people because it's hard for me to like get out of that spot. So I kind of almost push it on the people too when I'm out like that. I'm like, I can't have a good time.
I ain't having a good time.
Oh, we be out and I be trying to get out of his head the whole time.
It's so hard though. Like, once I'm on, and there'll be like some things that'll just flip a switch, and then I'll be good. But it's rare.
And that's the thing. I won't say it for Cvmp Crystal, but I'll say it for Chikken Little. I'm that switch. That's what I try to be. You come in a building.
See that?
Yeah, you come in a building and you're like, oh, mama. I'm not hearing it. I don't care about the excuses. Even if we need to talk personally later, away from the public, we can do that. But now it's on you as an individual to say, I can, for this hour, whatever I'm here, give your best energy. Or I can at least let everyone who's close to us know he's not in the best space. So even while you're kind of in your while we're out, you're still like, hey, I have fun, because people aren't like, you okay? You all right? What's going on? Hey, nah, I know you. You're not smiling. And that kind of makes that, like, it's annoying.
It makes it 10 times worse.
Worse, bro. It's like,
Well,
what
you mad?
Yeah.
I was starting to get
till
less
you
mad
asked
until you
me.
asked me.
Yeah. And they stick and stay with it. It is good to know those are the people who care, but at the same
know
time,
though off of
yeah,
reading the vibe of
or
what's
just
going on.
or just have a sense of maintenance to, like, this isn't the time.
I'm pretty open about it.
Yeah.
You'll know for sure if I'm not feeling something, not vibing. I'll take myself out of the room. But like, what makes it worse is if you question why I did what I did.
Exactly.
Like, I told you what's going on. I'm leaving for this reason.
Yeah.
Don't be like,
Stop.
why can't you be this way?
I need to take a walk.
Yeah, like,
Be normal.
Yes, man.
Be in your box.
Be in your box. Breathe it off. Yeah.
to me, it's so weird how people can like go through situations and then totally flip a switch and forget about that situation that just happened. I need to process it. I need to go
Yeah, you got to dissect them
and get over it, not just be like, well, I'm just gonna push that one back down with everything else.
Compartmentalizing is a big one. When I was going through therapy, and as I go through therapy, because I shout out therapy is big, your friends can't always be your therapist. Your significant other can't always be your therapist. But again, if you have someone outside of that who doesn't have, like,
Someone that's neutral.
It's easy to just dump the bullshit on them. If you can dump the bullshit, it makes it easier next day to be like, I ain't got no bullshit. We're starting fresh. Because you got to talk about it. I'm very transparent. So when I do shit, if I'm going through something, if there's people around me that I trust that know me outside of Chicken Little as an entertainer or someone who's been in the streets, it's easy. But then there's also those people I protect more than anybody, because when I need them, that value adds all the value too.
100%.
Yeah. So some people don't do that. They play dump on everyone. Everyone's irritated with them dumping emotions, and it makes it hard to get into knowing who a person is. You're just the woman or the man who dumps its shit, and now you don't want them around because you know once you're annoying. You know what I mean? You don't know how.
But yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, me, I'm good at it, but I'll bring people around there like, Chicken, why'd you bring them? They're deep all the time.
Or even like kind of like how he's a little bit more quiet. I'm not.
Yeah.
We're like complete opposites. But if I'm like fucking up and having too much fun, it's good to have someone around me that can be like, hey.
Yeah, he's observant.
Settle down a little bit.
Yeah. And it's good.
And I get mad for a second, but I needed it probably.
And he's a good friend, so you can trust his decision is to be like better, or it actually protects you too, because sometimes I'll get loose and I'll get to talking and they're like, and I'm like,
damn.
But I want him to be. Yeah.
Right.
Give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man.
There's just time and places for things, and sometimes like if you can wait 20 minutes to just like be normal right now, and then go crazy in 20 minutes when we're in a spot to do that, go for it. But like, let's just make it to that spot, please.
Exactly. And then let's not focus. There's no such thing as normal. Nah. There's no such thing as normal. The norm for people is being less than who they are. And that's because a lot of people want the confidence to be like, I got a screaming voice inside, but they're hiding it. And they're good at it, so they look normal as shit until you're someone they trust, or a woman or a man, and they're like, you don't even know, I don't even do this. And you're like, all right, I feel special, but it's not something to feel special for. It's almost like, good for you.
Dang, I experienced that recently.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, again, I hate being that, because it it leaves me with like people thinking that's what our relationship stands on. If Chicken's around, I can talk about all my shit. Now every time Chicken's around, you're talking about all your shit.
Yeah, or even too, like I just have like a lot of party friends.
Yeah.
I'm really only hanging out with them.
During
I
party,
get
of
to a deeper level, but I know for a fact some of these people like they're literally just here to party because they know that's
it.
part of my life.
Yeah. Hey, and then gotta be good. Y'all get this. First, foremost, this summer, stop hitting Chicken up, asking me where's the bitches.
Well, we know you got them.
I'm just saying though, you don't got them. Me,
Oh,
Dude,
that's kind of
I'm not like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not bringing the bitches so you can be like, Chicken's bitches are here. Let's get 'em.
that was like my senior of high school, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring the liquor,
Yeah,
drugs, and the
Yeah.
girls. I'm like, I do everything around here.
yeah.
Oh, like, did I get some downtime?
You know what I'm saying? Dog, can I get some dollars? Nah, I gotta be a pimp. Y'all bitches owe me some money. I swear.
Then you never see it.
You never see it. Yeah, we're homies.
That was a
bro.
great, sick night, dude.
Yeah, and I had one of my boys, I ain't gonna say no name, but I remember a few months ago, he's like, Chicken, since you've been around, it's been a buffet. I'm like, what? Buffet?
I've been like, you're welcome.
Nah, ain't no welcome, man. Hit my cash app. Fuck that. We ain't no fucking welcome. I need some money, man. This shit ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? Costs money to live this life.
I was
It
planning
is-
to go down the street.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But I ain't worried about it. I'm just gonna eat some edibles. Right?
There we go. How long you been like in the entertainment business then and managing?
Funny
Well-
thing is, I probably have to say, since I knew during all the like struggle and heartache, you need someone to make you smile. So even when I was a kid and I didn't know that was my position,
Mhm.
my great grandma said it. You're the glue that keeps everyone together because you know what to say to make everyone smile. It sucks because during some of those times that it was like, get people to smile, it was some of our saddest moments. It was some of our hardest struggles. I wasn't focused on that part because I was a kid, or I knew it was there for me emotionally and
Mhm.
I didn't want to focus on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be the class clown. I'm going to make people laugh naturally. And then people are like, oh shit. And they like me for that. Even my family, my brothers, my sisters, foster families, whatever the hell. They love that part. But now when I do entertainment, that's kind of like, if I could do that then and not get paid, when I do it for y'all now, y'all got to pay me.
Yeah. I think the worst part about managing too and promoting is we forget about ourselves sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It's our focus is not on us at all.
Which isn't a bad thing
No,
because
no.
love is sacrifice. There's too many times where I have homies, friends. I crashed my car like last year. Wasn't a bad crash, just needed a tow. But I remember I was on Snap and I'm just smiling away like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't Chicken's used to the dirt, bitch. I'm in the mud. But it was like, everybody's like, how are you smiling right now? If that was me, my car, Impala, I'd be pissed. And I'm like, I hope I motivated you.
I did the same
They
thing.
feel-
I did the same thing when I got DUI, dude.
Hey.
Because I was like so cooperative. They let me like use my phone in the back of squad car.
Yeah.
I was fucked up.
Yeah.
But I was taking Snapchats on the way to jail. Like, this kid's crazy. But I was like, I'm gonna like have fun until I get there,
Exactly.
and then I'll be sad about it.
Yep. Exactly.
We got a phone call on the pod today. Who we got calling in?
We got Jig.
Yes.
Jig, man, my boy. Local artist, 2 G's at the end. Let's see what he has to say. Hello? I'm at this Gotta Be Good podcast. You being good right now? I said I'm at Gotta Be Good podcast. You're live. Are you being good right now?
I'm in.
Yeah, man, said you already know. Hey, gotta be good. So I think I got a little bit of time. I got a little bit of time here. I'm gonna finish this out and I'll give you a call.
We'll get you on. You'll get your interview.
All right, I got you.
My man, he said, "Let me get on."
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's
Get 'em on.
that, it's word of mouth. That's how we do it. Motherfuckers know Chicken been on here. They're like, Chicken was on here. I gotta get on there. And so we gonna make it happen. I'm gonna hit you in a minute, Jig. Thank you. But yeah, that's part of what I do too. Jig, shout my boy out. But artists in the city, music's dope. Production isn't always what it should be or could be
Yeah, I feel that.
because of the people. The people that hear your talents, you think they're your boy, they got the system, they got the ability to make it sound great. Their music sounds great coming from that same setup, but then they do your music and it sounds half-assed.
Damn, dude, you just wow.
That's even like grown up
just
playing
nailed it.
sports, and you got like
You
the work
nailed that
equipment,
right
but
there.
it doesn't matter if you're that good.
Fucking them up.
Like, yeah,
That's crazy.
Straight up. Skates falling apart, you're still going crazy. The coach is like, he has every potential to be in the HFL. But everyone else is like, he don't want to be here. He don't even know how
you
to
look
pay.
goofy.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
goofy, you know. And we rose like the culture. G, we don't give a fuck. Even when you got all the money, G, we'll find a way to talk about you. And if that shit hits home and it makes you be less of, then the money and the look, we don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? If you skate fast on broken skates, we wish there was someone who could invest in better skates for you.
Right.
That's just Cvmp Crystal. I'm trying to put the money behind the bigger and better skates. You know, skate faster, do everything you've been doing, and it's like it's sewn up. You know what I mean?
And Tony used to have a studio in his closet
Facts.
at the crib.
Facts.
Yeah, that was fun times. But like,
It was
like you said,
You're supposed to be telling people that.
I ain't got the fucking production or engineering behind my shit. It's just I can get the blueprint down. I can get it to sound good, but I can't get it to sound great.
Right.
I don't got that knowledge. I don't have the time for it. It's not something.
And that's when
like
and that's when you find somebody, and that's why word of mouth is good. Because if you find somebody that respects you being there to be that honest, they'll put the money up. There's people who can say, Chicken, I don't know how you go on stage. You don't have the stage fright. You don't have this, that, and the third. But the moment I'm like, it costs money to put me on this stage, they're like, they don't have nothing to say. And I'm just like, I know you got the money. I know you believe in me being able to still be that voice of like motivation and fearlessness,
Yeah.
but you don't want to put the money up because it's not you. Or you don't put the money up because I don't have a way to say, here's how do you get your money back plus some.
Or even when I'm going to like a festival, tickets $300, still gonna buy it because I love all these artists.
Exactly.
And I know it's gonna be so fun.
A good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
And that's Infrasound. Infrasound's a great time.
I think we may hit Base Ribbon, which is closer up north, but
Digital Music Fest,
Somerset.
Oh yeah,
Somerset in Chicago.
Digital Music Festival.
Hey, fuck that. We need Soundset back.
For real. I went
Yeah.
like 5 years in a row, dude. That was killer time.
Yeah, but they need it at fucking Canterbury Park.
Canterbury was where it was at.
The State Fair, I'm not vibing.
State
with that.
Fair was the last little
It was-
attempt.
I hate that pavement, dude. That shit was rough. But
People don't
Ticket?
get it.
huh?
For the ticket?
The pavement.
Oh, yeah. I liked it when it was in the bowl at Canterbury.
Yeah,
half
the
the-
grass.
in the-
man, you could
In the mud. I remember one time we went.
You could swim in mud.
Yeah.
It was fire.
Early in the day, it started to rain, so we were dealing with a bunch of mud. But I saw how quickly there was a few of my boys who were like, "Oh shit, it's muddy. I'm ready to go." But
Hell no, we're here
I
all
didn't-
day.
but I didn't
I brought
hear
my
any
festy suit.
female complaining.
So-
It's
They're having a
fun.
good time.
It's
Yeah, they
fun.
got their toes done. They did everything to look cute, but it was like, fuck, it's raining. They didn't care. They was buzzing through.
We're looking at the stage right now, and
Yeah.
nothing else matters.
Good.
just a tip for everybody out there. Don't wear fucking nice shoes to festivals.
100%. Wear your dirty
You'll be
Vans.
fine.
60
To
bucks.
anywhere, bro, because I was just with one of my boys and we're at an after set and it wasn't no fault of mine. And I still told him, it's on record. If I need to give you half to figure out what the fuck, I got you. But it was crazy because it's like, I bumped someone, spilled the drink. He like, chicken not on my Jordan, not on there. And I'm like, who chose to wear those?
That's why I barely, this is why I don't go to hip hop shows anymore. Is
Put some responsibility on
That so much. Like, I just
they were
got
valued at a point where you want to fight me about it, you probably shouldn't have worn them. Or just make sure your fight game good, because once I beat you up, I might take the shoes too.
And let me guess, they're probably the whitest Jordans.
now I got
ever
new
too.
shoes.
They were the blue. I don't even know these numbers, but it was the light blue ones. They're going.
They have like this
way.
clear fucking bottom.
The gum bottom.
Yeah.
He already knows.
I'm just telling myself too. You put that much value on Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's not showing up.
Bruh, they're 100 and what? 100?
Fuck him.
He's golfing with.
They're
his
like-
dog in his mouth.
They're like $140 shoes at most. Like, the first day I bought them, I creased them, and people were like, "Oh, you creased it?" I'm like, "Dude, what? You want me to fucking walk around?"
But I grew up in the skateboard
give a
world,
fuck.
so I remember when we used to buy lackeys or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Laki's,
yeah, Lakai.
and
But they,
Cvmp.
yeah, they came out with the chocolate Lakais,
Yeah.
and I don't know if people know, but those are like super dope. But I saw my boy
Oh,
skating them for a weekend, and it's not like they're a bad shoe. I don't want to put that out there,
you know what these?
but he's a hard skater.
You know what these are? These Nike trays,
Yeah.
dude. They don't make them anymore, and I'm so mad. Best skate shoe I've ever had.
That's
They discontinued them after like 3 years of making them, and I got lucky. I found these online. I was looking for like 6 months,
Everybody,
and they finally went to eBay, and they had my size.
shout out eBay.
Same color of my first pair too. So it was
That's
hyped.
dope. That's dope.
But I paid fucking triple the price, but
They're worth it.
yeah, and I love them. They're my favorite shoes to this day. You can't find them anywhere. You can find used pairs for still like $150.
Right.
It's whack.
And I just knew like even some of my boys used to have like duct tape on the toe of their shit.
Oh yeah.
Sugu.
Yeah, shoe glue. And I'm just like, why don't you get new ones? And it wasn't about that. It was like, I got these shoes. I landed this trick that I've been trying to do in them. So now they have sentimental value.
100%.
Bro, you gotta wear them till your fucking
We're done.
socks getting.
Or when you get a hole at the bottom,
So-
that's okay. That's when it's probably time to
Yeah.
call it in.
You know what I mean?
Those
But it's
shoes
like
suck.
wear them out because that's what they're for. I know there's a lot of SB Dunks, Nikes. Like, you get them. Yes, if you're not here for style and the grace of that, you're here to get them bitches fucked up so you can skate the best. You know what
Fuck
I mean?
the
Look at the toe.
resellers on the Nike SBs, the Dunks nowadays. Fuck you guys, all of you.
Man,
All of you.
Dude, you can't even buy those when they drop them. You have to raffle them out. You have to like sign up for a raffle, and then you get your name called, and then you can go purchase them,
facts.
which is so dumb.
And you know what's even crazier than that? I couldn't even get in a few raffles because you had to like put a credit card.
They'll only let like 1,000 people in too.
What do I know about a credit card?
It's just
Honestly, it's a scam.
stupid.
It builds your credit, whatever. But believe me, I got
Or it
about
allows-
$4,000 in debt right now.
Or it allows all your information to just be on the internet.
That's true. That's very true.
Nike, if you
Mine's
can get
already
away
out
from
there.
that, that'll help. We're probably at a small frame, so you don't give a fuck, but that's facts. The other side of it is too, I know there's so many businesses, and shout out Minnesota and Minneapolis for this, just like Loon, when beers and vapes and like products come out, we support it if the people that's behind it have the integrity to say, we like having natural people behind it. if you want to spend the money and make it big and blow up and say fuck Minneapolis, fuck Minnesota, go ahead, get your money. We all understand money makes the world.
I brought 2 of these on vacation because I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna have out there.
Exactly. There's times where I've been in Milwaukee and I'm like, no, I don't want an Escobar. No, I want a loon. They're like, what's that?
Have you ever noticed the symbol?
In
the L?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Is that Minnesota?
Most people don't know that though. And I show them, they're like, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like Da Vinci Code, bitch. I know that was there. Don't touch my loon. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I mean?
Isn't there another one kind of like Loon? Or is that
There's a MN legit one.
Yeah, MN legit. They go.
They make their own, and they're like $8.
Yeah, and MN legit's dope
it
because
started off as glass, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah, they got to doing
Yeah.
bottles, pipes, bowls.
Pinch and
I think I drank too much. I gotta pee.
you're good. Go for it.
That works.
Oh yeah.
I
I think I gotta pee.
Same
I think
thing.
I gotta pee again.
Yeah,
The second time.
me too.
All right. I ain't want to stop the show.
little-
I'm over here
little
whole day. I'm over here trying to be professional.
Let me take these off.
All right, let's get it. All right, I'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Gotta Be Good podcast.
You already know you got to be good, and on top of that, even though the beer isn't the best,
It's not
we're
terrible.
a big fucking deal.
I did that thing where I was just like, let's just buy the brand.
My man.
We're buying it for the brand. Trademark. It's
It's-
Barstool, baby.
It almost
It's not bad.
tastes close to like IPA.
It's like right in the middle.
Canada,
Biggest fan.
they know what they're doing, but
They be drinking.
okay.
We're we're
Wait.
almost Canada though. That's the thing.
Kind of, dude. I kind of got the accent a little bit
We're the
sometimes.
state of hockey.
I kind of got the accent. So
You know what I'm saying, eh?
Yeah,
A. As long as you put that A at the end.
Swear to God, like 2 months ago, I just couldn't stop. I was watching podcasts and videos of me, and I was like, dude, where is this coming from? It just sounds so Canadian, eh?
Canadian.
Have you ever done a podcast before?
Me?
Mhm.
So yeah, I did. It was my first year kind of taking my individual journey serious. So I kind of put a relationship that I was in for 13 years on the line. I put a cameraman who's my boy on the line. We went to Vegas. We did the podcast. I was waiting to see like the after, but he went so crazy on his live, gained so much traction from me being on there and promoting. I never got anything.
Was Vegas fun though?
It was it was a blast.
Yeah. Memories.
Memories, yeah. But on a professional scale, I was just like, it didn't do much for me. It's something that I'd like part of my resume as an entertainer. 1, for these type of questions. 2, for the data. And then a lot of the he say, she say was he got a lot of streams. He got a lot of, well, everyone was in tune with what I was saying, how I was saying it, but I didn't get to grasp who those people were. So that was a down play on, I don't like the experience on being on the podcast. I don't even remember the name of it because of that reason. But again, it just allowed for me to know what to do better next time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no hard feelings. It's just, I wish I had it. I wish I had the video.
Because we kind of do it like it more as a promotional thing too. You know,
Try to.
try and put people on the map. Minnesota on the map.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, we ain't the biggest
no,
at all.
we're the
but
goodest.
We're doing it.
We're the goodest.
Trying.
I'm going to speak that Ebonics.
My man.
From that,
Making them words.
got another call. Can't answer this. That's the plug. And I ain't ran off on them.
It's funny because he hitting you up.
You know? Because I'm
He gonna be like, where the bitches?
I'll give you some more weed if you tell me where they at. Nah, but it's a good vibe, man. This summer, I think we have a lot of responsibility, and I hope everybody, entertainment wise, or anyone with a platform of any kind, has the ability to just take on what that accountability is, because it's not about you. It's not about here. You doing it and saying it's promotional. If you're not gonna push somebody else, you're not gonna last that long.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And even when we become those people where we can have the payments and we can do all of that, there is some people who supported you at the beginning. You should never change your service price or your energy on. We don't gotta be friends. We don't gotta play. But I know right now, I believe in people more than their mama.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't put a price on that, I don't know what to tell you. I know right now, the people that I stick and stay with now are those that believe in me more than my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love my mom to death, but she don't deal in anything but financial security.
She'll get it one day.
That's what it
Understand one day.
takes. I got to make sure that one day happens before her one day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's hard work, but we're here.
I feel that. It's the goal.
That's the goal. One thing I know I was told to talk about was in a few weeks, we do have a few events. They're going to go nuts. If you don't know social media wise, where I'm at, how to get a hold of me, don't even contact me. Contact these brothers here and get a hold of me then.
Mhm.
If they don't come through that way, I honestly don't care. That means they're not watching you, so the moment they watch me means nothing. The outside of that is, if y'all keep doing and staying this consistent and this beautiful, I got a lot of people who can utilize this platform, and I'd like to push them your way.
Love that, man.
My man.
But when I do my push, it costs. Even if it's just fundamental prices, even if it's the base to be like, hey, we'll take $50.
Mhm.
Let's do it. So that way, as you grow from this point on, having Chicken Little on here, I like building revenue.
Mhm.
As Cvmp Crystal, that's a thing that we try to bring forth. If Gotta Be Good podcast can say, since Chicken been on here, we've been actually making some money. Cvmp Crystal's done his job. And that's all I am. If I can build you another revenue stream, if I can get enough people looking at you or focusing in to see what you can do, stay consistent in whatever your mission statement is, because that's what I pushed. If you're good guys, be good guys, because that's all I know. You met me, you said jump on the fucking podcast. Met you, you was like, he said it, I agree.
Was that the way it went?
Whatever I say goes.
I went. And then you were like, I'm the talkative one. I'm like, I ain't never talked to you. And he was like, I don't talk this much.
Oh no, we were big talking La Katrina.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I had a couple beers, tacos. I had like
Couple tacos. Hey, so my mom is the tacos. Shout out to Amigo. We don't fuck with Trump.
So it's so good.
But that's what I like. You vouched it. He was cool with it. He didn't ask any questions. Made it easy. I gained 2 friends. I love y'all. I appreciate being here. But I know there's a lot of people who, even as of now, asking where I'm at, what's going on, because I kept it on the hush-hush.
Mhm.
And the only reason was because I wanted to see professionally how it moved.
Being humble too is a big thing.
And at the end of the day too, if there was a bigger side of what y'all do outside of podcasting, I'd like to know that. Cvmp Crystal, we want to know the story, which means your story isn't his story, which means your story might not have shit to do with the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This may be a crossroad for you too. Same. But if we're going to do it, if I put out my story, the moment that I say, I was a part of this, you're a part of my story. We're all together. If I make $1 million off telling my story and that fraction of you being here made sense to my story, integrity-wise, I feel I owe you. If you're like, Chicken, I don't care about the money, I like seeing you get paid. Anything that I do in the future, if I have a lane for you, I owe you, it's yours.
Appreciate that, man.
That's all I know.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
because I'm gonna keep moving. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You can quit the podcast tomorrow and be like, we're just two fuck ups trying to figure out how to get back on.
Just going to EDM shows.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. But even if that is the case, the funny thing is, I might be at the door like, man, you get in free. You know what
My
I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some money.
I don't think we're quitting, but there's
Don't
we got some
growth.
things to do, and it might take a little bit.
How long y'all been doing this, if you don't mind me asking?
Say 8 months.
Towards the end of 2000.
Look, tell him you ain't even at a year with your stupid ass.
Well, I guess if you really wanted to count
Idea has
the
been around
first
for a while.
time, probably like 3 years.
Put in whatever pay-per-view, save receipts, and let the world know it was just research.
Yeah,
Write it off.
I got some of our old podcasts that we did with just each other when we first started, and
Good.
like that shit was fucked. Dude. That shit
And my
was
thing is,
wild.
We had to do that though.
It was so gross.
and I was going to like, I'll be ready. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'll be back because I got some dirt, man. I got a lot of dirt to say. But it's a lot of hate going on about, but it's a lot of haters who swear they love you, but they'll steal your ideas. Seminars, because even if you're not successful, the idea that y'all have, what it takes to brand self, let people know you're here, market yourself right. You got your banners up. You got things that matter. You probably, I don't care if you got them from a homeboy for free,
Mhm.
but the idea to utilize him, give him something to do, matters. And if now it makes your look better, it's lit. The hat, I'll buy it. The jersey, you still owe me. I need it. The baseball jersey, I need it.
He is a
swear to
businessman.
God, I am the best catcher in baseball. You niggas don't.
I think we're putting in another order soon.
But it's fire. And on top of that, Cvmp Crystal, if you're short dollar-wise when it comes to getting your merch, don't say we're waiting 1 week because my check comes in, then I'll pay rent. And then just let me know. I'll help put some money in. Or again, like I said, the ability for me personally to go do a service for that person, commercial, whatever, so I know you can get that order in sooner, matters. That's all Cvmp Crystal is. Your idea to be famous next year, we're trying to cut to 6 months. If we land on 4 months, we're both high-fiving like, bitch, we this shit.
Nailed it.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. If it still takes a year, we're not mad. If it takes a little over a year, we're best friends. Because we've been rocking.
Keep it pushing.
You know what I mean? Keep it pushing. It's no hard feelings. But again, we all got to put the blood, sweat, and tears in. If no one's putting that in, I don't even want you with.
Oh, I put the tears in.
Oh,
I be crying all the time. Hound dog. Crying all the time.
It's raining over here.
But it's okay though. Why? Because women are emotional, so they like.
oh, they love that.
They love it.
That's probably why they all hate me.
They love it.
He like, I'm nonchalant.
I ain't lying.
They
I be
love
telling them I ain't
they
lying.
love it.
Bitch, crack a beer and meet me in the morning.
They hate it though sometimes. you
Yeah,
know, it gets
yeah.
too much.
It gets to be too much. Why? Don't nobody want to highlight sad moments. But I tell you right now, you respect a rainbow when you can respect the rain. Because you know they need each other. You can go, mom.
True that.
Yeah, man. Like there ain't no happy without sad.
You hear me? It's balance. Yin and yang. Black and white. Hey, Michael Jackson, what do you say? Doesn't matter if you're black or white. You need it. Then we came out with 50 Shades of Grey. We fucking.
And on that note, thank you guys for tuning in.
It's over. Hey, I just freestyled that. Hey, check me out on my mama. This shit be off the top of the
Comment, like,
All
subscribe.
right, that was
comment, like, subscribe. Gotta be good. If you're not good, we don't give a fuck. If you're bad at the bad, you better be catching the bag. Because if you're not, you're lame.
We're gonna end on that winning
But-
note right there.
We'll see you next time. Check out the hats. They're on the website at itsgbg.com.
Support locally. That's
Yeah.
what Minnesota
I'm gonna
does.
help you guys out right now. That yellow hat don't fit my big head.
It fits my head. 'Cause I got
Black one fits
Black
my
one
big
don't
head.
fit in my head.
But if you got a small head, you can go
I
for
know,
either
it's
one. So,
It's overlooping. That's how small it is. This one fits perfect.
but yeah, get in there.
It's lit.
They're not too much.
There we go.
My man.
Lit. It's lit, man. Everything that they do, I just want to vouch. Y'all are good guys. I've never felt anything but genuineness. So if you want genuine, that's why you grab it. If you don't want that, beat it. We don't care. It's your personal problem. Chicken Little, 2 Ks in the middle, man. Know how to spell my name, because if you don't, you're a lame. Oh my.
Ain't that your Instagram handle? 2K
Oh.
in the middle?
Yeah, 2 Ks in the middle.
That's what I thought it said. Too. I was like,
So it's
what does
at-
that mean?
2KSNDAMDL.
I got it right.
So I kind of shortened
It's
everything.
funny.
I was trying to work out like a marketing thing.
That's so
I don't know,
funny.
my boy told me.
It's good.
But I'm Chicken Little. If you've seen the movie, obviously they might try to sue us and when we get to making money, but we're not making no money right now, so fuck off.
Nah, bro, you spell it different.
You already.
You're good.
It's all you need. 1% spelled different makes it original. 1% of truth makes it, what did it say? Oh, based on the true story. So you go cinematic, you go Hollywood. That's all they give a fuck about. I'm trying to go big. I'm trying to go bigger than Hollywood. I'm trying to go bigger than all that. Motion. I don't know.
Motions in the ocean.
Motion in the ocean. Yeah, I got some pussy. I gotta go get it.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, we're
Thank
out.
y'all.
See ya.
Appreciate y'all
Totally.
for real.
See ya.
Woo!
That was fun.